Have you ever felt like a chud? Chopped, disgusting, dumb? Or do you consider yourself more as a Chad? HTN, genius, charismatic? What's up, guys? Today we are doing the UFC Chud tier list, and on the direct opposite end, we're going to be comparing them to the UFC Chad. So this is effectively a Chud versus Chad tier list. We're going to get right into this. This is just every single ranked fighter in the UFC. It's on tier maker, so we're going to get right into this. You know, I didn't really want to put effort into adding specific fighters because I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm a Chud. I would probably go in the Giga Chud tier list. So we're going to get right into this. Josh Emmett recently got manhandled by Vallejos. I'm going to go Emmett in true Chud. Now, the reason I'm going to go true Chud here is because he's kind of a fraudster. You know, even though he loses every fucking fight, people go, oh, respect, bro. He's a veteran. And, you know, he hits hard. And, you know, Ilya couldn't finish him. It's like, so this guy has won, what? One fight in his last 7. Okay, so let's see. He robbed Ige. He robbed Cater. He's bald. He's 5'6". He's got like a disgusting looking stomach. So we're going to go Josh Emmett in the True Chud tier list. And then we're going to move on quickly to Alex Pereira. We're going to go Pereira in the Giga Chad tier list. He's got the looks for it. He's got the looks for a non-Chud, a true Chad. He's got that, you know, stone-hedged like fucking face. And yeah, you know, 6'4". You know, he's got the gold chains. You know, he's calm and composed. He doesn't have low impulse control. We're going to go Alex Pereira in the Giga Chad tier list because he is a true Chad. Okay, Alex Perez. We're just going to go, I might Chud a little. So I might Chud a little is the tier where it's like, I might jog a little, I might Chud a little reference. We're going to go Alex Pereira in the I might Chud a little. He partakes in some chudding. Occasionally, every once in a blue moon, on specific dates. We're going to go him in the I might Chud a little. What's my reasoning for this? He's kind of a pipsqueak. When you see a pipsqueak, you just kind of want to like shove him through a window. But then he's also like a warrior. He's a pretty cool guy. Something, I don't know, whatever. Amir Albazi, definitely a true Chud here. When you're analyzing what a true Chud is, you really got to take into account a multitude of factors. Looks, I said at the beginning of the video, looks, IQ, if you're like disgusting or like a normal person personality-wise. Okay, so let's see. He's sub 5. I don't know what's going on here. Probably has a 95 IQ. Don't really have any reason for that. Just taking a guess. Just taking a gander. And this guy's also the most fraudulent fighter in UFC history, maybe? Okay, so this guy managed to get to number 4 in the world at Flyweight for brutally robbing Kai Kara France in a 49-46 robbery. It should have been 4-1 Kai Kara. And his next best one is like Francesco Figueiredo or some other Chud. So he's literally done nothing, and then he just proceeded to lose to Moreno and Horiguchi. So yeah, what a Chud. You're going in the true Chud list. Okay, Volkov. We're going Volkov and true Chad. True Slavic, European, Russian. We're going to go him. He's 6'7". He got robbed against Gan. He's low-key one of the most underrated heavyweights of all time. I would definitely say he's a top 10 heavyweight of all time, and that includes, Fedor and all the other promotions you guys love to bullshit. Oh, Fedor's one of the greatest of all time. His best one is Mark Coleman. His best one's Andrei Arlovsky. Okay, welcome to the club. We're going to go true Chad for Volkov here. Now we got Pantoja. We're going to go Pantoja and true Chad. True Chad for Pantoja. There was a time where he's putting up a stinker against Royval at 296, I believe, or whatever it was. And it was like, all right, what the fuck was that? But, this guy's a true Chad. Constantly having some fun fights. Moreno fight was a war. The second fight I'm talking about. The second official fight. The third fight they had, not including the Ultimate Fighter. He's just a warrior, man. He's got that warrior mindset. I saw him say on Twitter the other day that Van was celebrating because he was happy he didn't have to fight Pantoja. That was like, holy shit, like that's cold. Like that's a Chad. That's a true Chad. That was cold, Pantoja. And if he gets this one back against the winner of Van Tyra, he's going back in the Giga Chad tier. All right. Aljamain Sterling. We're going to go in the I might Chud a little. He would have been, he might have had the greatest ascension in terms of Chuds. He was definitely a Giga Chud when he, faked the knee against Piotr Jan, pulling off the stunt, rolling all over the place. Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, you're there, bro. You're fine. So he would have been there. But now he's in I Might Chud a little because Aljamain has truly ascended to a really cool guy. Yeah, he kissed the wall. Yeah, he's a Zionist, but, he's got some based opinions also on the other end, and, he seems like a very cool guy. He's having some fun fights with Movzar. Great grappling fight. Dominates Ortega. Spinning elbows him, Aljamain's a pretty cool guy now, he still copes about the O'Malley loss. That's annoying, but he is a cool guy. We're going to go I Might Chud a little. Ante Deliha. We're going to go Deliha in True Chud. True Croatian. He's Croatian, right? Or is he Serbian? I don't know. True Slav comes into the UFC, annihilates Tybura with ease. You're thinking, holy shit, this guy's the real deal. And then he eye pokes Waldo and then gets slept 30 seconds later. And then he gets outstruck by Sergey Spivak. It's like, okay, so you're a chud. Yeah, the hope of Deliha is lost. This guy trains with Aspinall. He's going to be... Dude, he got outstruck by Spivak. Waldo's one thing. Getting outstruck by Spivak is crazy work. So we're going to go Deliha on the True Chud. He's also kind of chopped. He's got that Serbian, like, Croatian, like, uncle kind of look. That dad kind of look. Fluffy. We're going to go Fluffy in the I Might Chud a little. Before he was probably True Chad, but now he's in I Might Chud a little because at what point in your career do you say, listen, I am so soft to the body that I got to improve this shit? Because unlike the chin, you can improve durability to the body by doing core workouts, losing body fat, and really just taking concurrent damage. Like when you punch someone in the face, that damage stays with them the rest of their life. You can't like improve a chin. But with the stomach though, with the abdomen, with the body, you can improve that. So he's got to like fix the you're a top 10 middleweight in the world. You can't take one body shot. Was that literally the first body shot Strickland landed to the whole fight? He folds over into a pretzel. Remember when Kopylov body kicked him one time, he almost folded. So that's Chudster. That's a little bit Chud. So we're going to go Fluffy in the I Might Chud a little. Arman Sarukian. Now when he pulled out of the Islam fight and was super inactive, he was a true Chud. But you know what? I take back what I said about Aljamain. Arman is the true ascension. Giga Chad for Arman. This guy has had not that he's like one of the biggest stars of all time, but he's had the greatest growth since Conor McGregor probably. Yeah, he's up there. Insane. Nobody likes the guy. Everyone's booing him at UFC 300. Dude, he smoked Beneil and nobody gave a fuck. So, but now he's been doing the interviews, Aiden Ross, Guru, all these guys in, he's Neon all the time, Nina. And he's doing all these REF grappling matches literally like every 10 days. He does one. He just got booked against Uriah Faber for RAF. Fucking Giga Chad Arman. Yeah, Giga Chad. All right, Arnold Allen. We're going to go Arnold Allen, the Giga Chad tier. Just peep the Twitter. No, Arnold Allen is awesome, dude. He's awesome. We all wanted him to beat Gene Silva. Unfortunately, it did not happen, but he is still awesome. Funny as fuck on the mic. And yeah, is there really too much to say here? You just got to peep the Twitter. If you don't really know Allen, you might put him in the true Chad tier, but this guy is Giga Chad. Okay, Azamat Murzakanov. Don't really know too much about the guy's personality. He's low-key cardio frauding, 2 rounds of cardio against Dustin Jacoby. But he's very good. He is stout for the light heavyweight division. He's a normal looking guy. He's not got that he doesn't have that Khabib, Tagir Ulanbekov look. But he is belly mocking a little, I guess. So we're going to go I Might Chud a little here. Not too much to say. Bilal Muhammad, we're going to go true Chud for Bilal. The guy's just a Chud. Come on. Chopped. Soy, Chud. Beneil Dariush, true Chad. We all love Beneil. Christian apologist, defends it to the end, on the mic every time. And listen, you know what's Chad? This guy gets slept and he just comes back and fights the next killer. So he's booked against Manel Torres right now. Quinlan Salkilled. That got replaced a while ago, about 3 weeks ago. I'm low-key negative IQ Chud maxing. So we're going to go Beneil in the true Chad. I'm about to say Chud. I almost said Chud. I mean Chad. He's been getting chin lately, but people forget, man. He could have beat Islam Makhachev if it didn't get canceled. All right, BSD. The guy that beat Beneil. I'm going to go true Chad here. Again, personality-wise, we don't know too much about him, but he is a marauder. He just pushes forward and just like he's ready to die. He's ready to die for France. He's ready to die for our homeland. We're gonna go BSD in the true Chad tier. Guskov fighting Blachowicz in UFC 328. Yeah, I just think Guskov's pretty cool. I'm just gonna put him in the true Chad here. Funny guy. He's had some funny moments that I've seen, but don't know too much about him. But he is a warrior. Goes out there, he swings, hands down. He thinks he's Yuri Prohaska, and low-key, it looked silly when he lost to Ozdemir a year and a half, 2 years ago. But now he's on this like streak of wins, and we're gonna put him in the true. Oh, he went to a draw with Blachowicz, but we're gonna put him in the true Chad tier. Brendan Allen is a fucking chud. We're going to go true chud for Brendan Allen. Actually, matter of fact, we're going giga chud. Giga chud for Brendan Allen. This guy is a super giga chud. Dude, he got like a terrible tattoo on his arm, and DDP said to him, "What is that, your record?" Just some South African busting his balls. Just busting his balls a little bit. Just some Rhodesia busting his balls moment. And he like holds a grudge against DDP for like the next 8 years. Cries all the time. Member of the Saltsters. Yeah, so we're going to go Giga Chud for Brendan Allen here. Just always crying and complaining. But you know what? Respect for him taking the Edmund Shabazian fight. I don't know. I mean, what's the point in taking that? It does nothing for you. And it's like so undeserved. But I guess, bro. Dominic Reyes. I'm going to unfortunately put him in the I might chud a little tier. Because, Prime Reyes, when he beat John. And he went back on that run, his 3-fight win streak, lost to Olberg. Maybe he was true Chad. But now I might chud a little. He's just getting slept too much. I like him. He's just getting slept too much. And, dude, let the hair go. Let it go, bro. Let's go to Turkey, brother. Turkey, brother. Brian Ortega is a true chud. This guy is just like... So he went from, like, ultra feminine, like, back in, like... 2022, 2021, 2020. Dude, he was getting crushed on the mic by Holloway and Volk. It's like, holy chud. Holy chud. Lost on the mic to Holloway. And then it's not like he had like a transformation. It's not like he had reform. It's like now he's just a chud in the sense where he's like giving inspirational quotes about the eagle breaking its beak or some bullshit. No, you're a true chud, son. Bruno Ferreira. I wish I had like a tier right here. Maybe I should have thought about that. Just like nothing, the nothing tier. Because this is kind of like a little bit of chud and this is like Chad, so I don't really have a median. I guess we'll go I might chud a little. He got like slept in like 2 seconds by Robocop or something. Bruno Silva, I might chud a little. There's going to be some of these lower ranked like nobodies, honestly, that I'm just going to throw in here. He did low-key almost get robbed against Charles Johnson in his last fight, but not too much to say here. He's Brazilian, so he's probably Jewish, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to... I might chud a little. He probably kissed the wall. Kaio, I might chud a little. Kaio's probably my favorite fighting nerd, personality-wise. Because it's obviously not Gene Silva. Everybody goes, Prates is so cool. He's cool, but, he's a degenerate. He's just, doing drugs all the time. And then, Rufy's low-key, sneaky wall kisser. So we're going to go Kaio in the I might chud a little. He could be true Chad. The issue is, first of all, bro, how did you barely beat RDR? That was an easy-peasy win, and you know it. And you made that shit close. And number two, he's just like hanging around fighting nerds, man. You know what those guys are about. Get out of there. Get out of that gym, bro. You need to find a new gym. Go to ATT. Go to ATT. And then we got his partner in crime, Carlos Prates. Same thing. I might chud a little. Now, this guy is kind of cooler, but he just does all the degenerate shit. I know people think it's cool. Like, I know, but it's not cool. It's not. You got to take it seriously, bro. Take the shit seriously. There's a reason he was so low output against Ian Garry in the first 3 rounds. It's because he was afraid to gas because he's, smoking cigarettes all the time. Charles Johnson. I like Charles Johnson, but I don't have a median tier. I don't have a median tier here, so we're gonna have to go in the I might chud a little. What? I can't even think of a reason. He's got the skullet, I guess, but that's kind of cool. Dude, I think like 2 of his opponents have popped against him. He's low-key a cardio mogger. Maybe we'll go Charles Johnson and True Chad. Let's give him the respect. Let's give him the respect. Charles Oliveira. Oh, well, surely he's going to put Charles in the Chad tier. Psych? We're going in the Chud tier. No, listen, I really like Charles. He's, of course, fun to watch all the time, except for the Holloway fight. But, you know, he's a wall kisser. And, you know, because of that, it almost makes me... I hesitate, and I don't want to, but I have to. I have to put him in the true Chud tier. We're going Charles in the true Chud because he's a wall kisser. Kiss the wall. And the Holloway fight was boring. That's the cherry on top. Cyril Gane, true Chud, eye poker, Fowler. What's with the French? Not that Cyril Gane is French or anything. Okay, that's a joke. Don't crash out. He said that Gane wasn't French because he's... That's a joke. I'm not joking. But anyways, yes, Gane is a true Chud. I was going to say, what's with the French? Because I'm French. I'm a quarter French. I'm more French than Gane. But what's with the French and the fouls? Has BSD fouled? No, but Amavov's not actually French either. So what the fuck am I saying? Actually, none of these guys are French. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to... I guess it's just the fake French. Okay, I got to chill out. We're going true Chud here. I like Cyril Gane. I actually think he beat Francis Ngannou, and I give him that win. I think he was once exceptional, and he's, you know, still relatively the same fighter. But, you know, Rob Volkov got the title shot and just gouged Aspinall's eyes out. Kicked Jones in the nuts, which is kind of cool, I guess. But anyways, we're going to go Gane in the true Chud tier just for that, for the fouls. Colby. Giga Chad. No, dude, listen. Prime Colby 2019, 2020. Absolutely. But we're downgrading to true Chud or true Chad. A lot of actually developments have happened with Colby lately. We've been seeing him more and more on social media. He kind of took like a 1.5 year break where, you know, because he kind of had his prime. He was uploading, you know, videos of him all the time with the women. Now we're in the true Chad tier where he took a break. He went down to like I might Chud a little. Now he's in true Chad because we've been seeing the activity. RAF, he's been doing media. He's been doing a little bit more social media. He just came out recently, said he's abandoning the MAGA thing. That's kind of an upgrade. So we're going to go Colby Covington in the true Chad tier. Yeah, it's Colby, bro. Wars, fun fights every time besides the Leon fight. Every single time it's a fun fight. Amazing on the mic, personality, true Chad. Stands on what he believes in. We're going to go Colby in the true Chad tier. Cory Sandhagen. So, Cory Sandhagen, when he fought Edgar and Marias, that's maybe a Giga Chad. That's almost Giga Chad. Like, literally, he's pushing Giga Chad, probably true Chad. But, Cory, man, we're going in the true Chud. What happened? Where's the fire? It's literally when he started training with Trevor Whitman. The fire disappeared like this and went away. Yeah, his offensive wrestling improved. Okay, but like his danger levels decreased drastically. And that's what made Cory Sandhagen exceptional. The flying knees, the wheel kicks, the dangerous boxing. He's brutalizing TJ Dillashaw on the feet. He fucking 4-1 the guy and got robbed by the judges. But what happened to that Cory, man? What happened to the Cory that fought Song Yadong? It disappeared. The fire's gone. Where's the Irish spirit? Huh? Where's the Irish spirit? It's gone. You know, looked like a Chud against Rob Font and Chito Vera and Umar and Marab. He had some moments against Marab, but anyways, yeah. Dan Hooker, Giga Chud. You cheated on your wife. When you do that, you're effectively cheating. Oops. You're effectively cheating on your daughter, and then you cheated on the person you cheated with a man. Also, you're 4-10 in your last 14. Officially, it has you as 7-7, but you have 3 robberies over Gamrot, Paul Felder, and Jalen Turner. So, yeah, you're a Chud, dude. How are you top 10 in the world? You suck, and you're a Chud, and you train with Izzy and Kai Car France. D-Rod, we're going to go on I Might Chud a little. Not too much to say about D-Rod here, all except that he's in a Mexican prison right now. But don't really know much about the guy. We're going to go I Might Chud a little. Jilton Almeida, I mean, this list is a little bit old, I guess. I guess this is the ranked opponents from February. Now we're in April. But we're going to go Jilton in the... because he's not in the UFC anymore. That's crazy to think about. He's not in the UFC anymore. We're going to go Jilton in the... True Chud? I mean, listen, the Jilton from the Spivak fight was awesome. He was letting the boxing go. He's letting the hands fly. And he just annihilated him. But, you know, Jilton from the Derek Lewis fight. Jilton from the Blades fight. Jilton from the Kuniev fight. Jilton from the Volkov fight. What the fuck is that, okay? Holy Chud. We don't want to see this. This is boring. David Martinez. Again, I'm gonna have to put him in here because, you know, there's no median tier. I wish there was like a neutral tier that I should have added, but I had no pre-site to determine that. So we're gonna put David Martinez in the I Might Chud a Little. Seems like a cool guy. He's good. He's a good prospect. He's very Whitaker-esque in his striking, not really the wrestling. So we're gonna go him in I Might Chud a Little. Curtis Blades. We're gonna go Blades in the True Chad. I would have put him in I Might Chud a Little, but he's been uploading on TikTok a lot. I've been seeing his content. He did a really fun collab stream with Drew Dober. And yeah, he's got the stutter, but he seems like a really cool guy, really down to earth. We're going to put Curtis Blades in the True Chad tier. And he beat Almeida. That was awesome. I was so happy when he beat Almeida. I was screaming my head off because he was stinking that shit up. Dan Ige, I Might Chud a Little. Dude, there was a period like 2 years ago, even when he like lost to Bryce Mitchell, he was kind of like win one, lose one. And it was just like, Dan Ige is kind of like this dangerous, like such a tough out for anybody. Like granite chin, hits like a truck. He's okay wrestling defense. Good striker. Good cardio. But now he's just like a fucking chud. Like everybody just beats this guy. It's not even the Melky fight. The Pitbull fight was just disgusting. You really lost to this guy? You got wobbled by Pitbull, 40-year-old Pitbull. So that was embarrassing. It was just low level. It just kind of brought shame to featherweight. Figgy, I Might Chud a Little. Figgy, man, what happened? Flyweight Figgy was awesome. Figgy in his first few bantamweight fights, Cody Garbrandt, Rob Font, Chito Vera, awesome. And the fall off. I don't know why I'm saying what happened. He's obviously just going out of his prime. He's getting older. He's regressing. But we're gonna go I Might Chud a Little here for Figgy, just because he fights like a coward now. Low output, afraid to let anything go. The Umar fight was embarrassing. Even the Montel fight, it's like, bro, you should have decisively won that fight. So embarrassing. Derek Lewis, True Chad, Derek Lewis. You know, I'm not gonna do the Lewis glaze. You know the fucking like autism Lewis glaze that like casual fans do. Oh, he took off his shorts. It's like, okay, bro, awesome. So yeah, I got nothing against Lewis. We're just gonna go the Chud a Little because I'm not a Lewis glazer. I'm not a Chud. Okay, we got a lot of these remaining. I got to pick up speed a little bit. Pavlovich, True Chad, True Slavic Russian Chad, goes out there, swings. Actually, not recently. The recent fights have been fairly boring decisions. He's kind of switched up the style, but he's fighting Teixeira. Hopefully he sleeps him. Dricus du Plessis, Giga Chad. Never fucking stops. Fought Khamzat Chimaev, did not give up. JDM gave up. Max Holloway gave up. DDP did not give up. Fourth greatest middleweight of all time. Beat a prime Izzy. Beat a prime Whitaker. Beat a prime Strickland once. He did lose the first fight. Beat Derek Brunson and Brad Tavares. Giga Chad DDP's got the looks. True Chad build. Giga South African Chad. Fresiam, I Might Chud a Little. Not too much to say there. Bonfim, he's fighting Bilal soon. We're going to go True Chud for Bonfim just because he robbed Wonderboy. And he's Brazilian, so he's probably Jewish. So that's just an assumption. But yeah, he robbed Wonderboy. So we're going to go True Chud for Bonfim. Jeff Neal. Okay, I like Jeff Neal, but I'm going to go True Chud for Jeff Neal because the LARP is crazy. You know what? I should have put Jeff Neal on my LARPing tier list. This guy is a giga LARPer, and that therefore makes you a chud. He works at like Longhorn Steakhouse and as like a waiter, and he's like, yeah, I do a part-time. It's like, holy LARP. Like, you're making 6 figures per fight. Like, holy. But he's been losing recently. He's been getting slept. Pratis, Uros Medic. It's kind of over. You know, the prime Jeff Neal is gone. The one that fought Shavkat, the one that fought Vicente Luque. He's gone. So we're going to go Jeff Neal in the True Chud just because he's LARPing at the restaurant. I still like him, but he's just LARPing. Like, you're not a waiter, bro. Give it up. Dorino, Gilbert Davidson Burns. We're going to go Gilbert Burns in the I Might Chud a Little. No, we're going True Chud for Burns. What happened to Burns? So he's getting older. He's regressing. His face is getting fatter. He's bloat maxing. And now he's doing crypto scams on his Instagram, pump and dumps. He's following the Israel Instagram account. This guy is like all the stereotypes of a Brazilian combined. You know, he's fusing them all together. He's still a cool guy. He's a family man. He did the gritty after beating Masvidal. True Chud for Gilbert Burns. RoboCop. We're going to go True Chad for RoboCop. I love RoboCop, man. Super fun to watch. He's so versatile in terms of his tools. Wrestling, striking, hits harder than anybody. I'd contend that he hits harder than Pyfer. So we're going to go true Chad here for Robocop. Ian Garry. The first thing I thought of when making the Chud tier list. Who's the number one Chud? It's Ian Garry. He's a Giga Chud. You know all the details. Cock chair, husband, the book, vegan, kicked out of 3 gyms, vegan, boring as fuck. Name one fun Ian Garry fight challenge. Level impossible. No, other than the MVP fight and the Jeff Neal fight, they're all like okay fights. Like they're not like the worst in the world, but they're not very fun. So we're gonna Ian Garry in the Giga Chud list. Okay, I actually have to start steaming through these guys because I don't want this to be like an hour long. Carlos Ulberg is a true Chud because he did pole dancing before he joined the UFC. I do think he's going to be Yuri, unfortunately, but if Yuri wins, I will be celebrating. And dude, he trains with Kai Car-France and Izzy, you're a Chud. Ilya Taporia, Giga Chad. Yup, what is there to say? It's Ilya Taporia, bro. It's just Ilya Taporia, bro. Greatest fighter of all time. No, not the greatest, the best. He's the best fighter of all time. Yeah, he beat all those guys in his prime. Volk wasn't in his prime. Yes, he was. Max Holloway wasn't in his prime. Yes, he was. Charles, you can argue. But I'd say based on recent performances, Charles might have been in his prime. Sean Strickland. True Chad for Sean Strickland here. I agree with a lot of what he says. There's just like very key things that I don't. And, you know, most of the time he's relatively boring to watch. That is over-exaggerated a little bit, though. He does have a lot of fun moments. So, yeah. So, we're going to go true Chad for Strickland here. Eamon Zahabi, probably a Chud. I mean, just look at him. He's a Chud. Yep. And he's going to lose to O'Malley. Asuama Bayev just got booked against Charles Johnson. I think he's going to smudge max him to a decision. But that's a little off topic. We're going to go, I might Chud a little here. He was running from Manel Cap when he was getting pieced up. To be fair, Manel Cap like gouged his eyes out, but he was going to lose anyways. You were never going to be Manel Cap. So we're going to go I might Chud a little. Islam. We're going to go Islam in the true Chud tier. You guys are going to be crashing out. Oh my gosh, Islam true Chud. Well, it's confirmed he ducked Ilya. It's confirmed that he lost to Volk in the first fight. That's not confirmed. He won 4-1 against Volk. Yeah, maybe other way around. Maybe 2-3-4-5 Volk. That sounds a little bit better. So we're going to go Islam in the true Chud tier. Izzy, I know you guys are feeling all sentimental and like, oh, he's on a losing streak. I just saw an edit. No, Izzy's still a Giga Chud. Like this, holy voice crack. But this guy's still a Giga Chud. Like, I don't care that he lost to Pyfer. He's a Chud. Like, this guy, everything in the book, like the dog shit, the painting the nails and the pink hair, and like, you're not an anime character. A Chud. And you're boring to watch all the time. So, not all the time, but Giga Chud for Izzy. JDM, I'm going to go I might Chud a little here. He's a really cool guy, fun fights, great boxer, but the quit that he had in 4 and 5 against Islam was just so pathetic to the point where I'm moving you down to I might Chud a little. Alonzo Menefield, I don't even know if he's in the rankings anymore. I might Chud a little. Actually, you know what? We're going to go true Chad for Menefield because he just kind of goes out there and just barges forward. He just trudges forward like a missile, like a jet chaos. And he just swings. Remember the Ulberg fight? He just fucking ran at him and got himself clipped, which was kind of cool. I know he lost, but it was kind of low-key cool. So we're going to go Alonzo in the true Chad tier. Jamahal Hill, true Chad. Everyone hates Jamahal, and I know he's regressed after he tore his Achilles, and he's been looking like shit ever since. 3-fight losing streak, very inactive. But he's a very cool guy. Watch the, what is it called? The Sweet Dreams something podcast. I don't know. Very cool guy, Jamahal Hill. I'd like to interview one day. I'd like to get that interview one day. Seems like a very cool guy. He's had a lot of fun fights. Yeah, true Chad for Jamahal Hill. Jan Blachowicz. I think I'm going to go on my Chud a little just because he is Jewish. No, Jan's a cool guy. So yeah, I might Chud a little. What is there to say? Jared Cannonier. I don't dislike him. He just gives me very strange vibes. He gives me, Dominic Cruz vibes. But even Dominic Cruz is a little bit less uncanny in terms of personality. Jared is just kind of a strange guy. What's a good comparison here? Who's like kind of like Payne Talbot vibes, not in a zesty way, but like their personalities just kind of gives me like weird vibes. I've also heard some stuff about Jared Cannonier being in like a cult, kind of like Khalil Roundtree and Dominic Cruz. So we're going to go, I might Chud a little bit here for Jared. Gene Silva. Giga Chud for Gene Silva. Yeah. The LARP is crazy. The Oy Vey is crazy. The Wall Kiss is crazy. We're going Giga Chud for Silva. Yuri, Giga Chad. Awesome. Super fun. Great guy. I feel like I can't really expand on this. You guys already know. I mean, if you're a casual and you're watching, I mean, Yuri Prochazka is the most fun fighter in UFC history. Very unique personality. Samurai. Czech Republic Slav. We're going Yuri in the Giga Chad tier. All right, Joaquin Buckley. We're going to go Buckley in True Chad just because he is one of my favorite fighters. We're going to go Buckley here. Very fun fighter. He's a warrior. He's actually kind of like DDP. He didn't give up against Usman. He's down 4-0, and he went out there and he destroyed Usman on the feet in the 5th. So we're going to go Joaquin Buckley in the True Chad tier. I know that he's posted kind of like some soy things on Instagram. Like his reaction to Shavkat saying that shit was kind of soy. But he is a really fun fighter. He's a really cool guy. He's honestly always training. And I do think he's going to beat Sean Brady. I'm going to go True Chad for Buckley because I love Buckley. Joe Pyfer. We're going to go Pyfer in the I might chud a little bit. Now, listen, I love that he converted. I love the personality switch. You know, he kind of turned away from the saltiness and, you know, he's a lot of a better guy on appearance. But, you know, some things have come out recently about why has he converted? You know, why is he having this epiphany? But, you know, things have come out. This guy cheated on his girlfriend and he's like talking about how he's going to kill himself. Like, that's low-key very soy. That's very degenerate for you to do both of those things or threaten to do one and do the other. So we're going to go Joe Pyfer in the I might chud a little bit. Me saying this, if you saw this, maybe it brings out the salty side again. But we're going to go Joe in the I might chud a little bit. And he's also a fraudster in the top 5. You know, him and Izzy both suck at this point. And he's not top 5 material, so. Johnny Walker, we're going to go True Chad for Johnny Walker. Just gets chinned over and over and just keeps going out there and winning. Beat Jiang Ming Yang as like a plus 400 or something, or 350. And he's just a goofy goober. He's a fun guy. We're going to go Johnny Walker in True Chad. Joshua Van, we're going to go Joshua Van in True Chud. Now, I really like Van in terms of fights. Very entertaining. Seems like a chill, down-to-earth guy. He's young, but you guys know my opinion on the Pantoja situation. You know, Pantoja breaks his arm. Like, the overreaction is crazy. Like, I'm not upset I feel like I have to reiterate this every time because people don't get what I'm saying. I'm not mad at him for Pantoja breaking his arm. It's not his fault. And some people would actually say, oh, he actually won the fight because he broke Pantoja's arm. No. And I don't mind him, like, giving, like, a smile and, like, hugging his coaches, but the celebration was crazy. Like, that's just so immature. And then he had time to lower, and I get it, there's like an adrenaline spike. The adrenaline lowered, he goes to the post-fight press conference, and he says, fuck the fans. He says, fuck the fans that say, it's like, dude, fuck you. So we're going Joshua Van in the True Chud. Justin Gaethje, we're going to go I might chud a little bit. Yeah, he's a warrior, but he's also MAGA. Kamaru Usman, I might chud a little bit. He was on the juice for sure. His brother's on the juice. He robbed Colby. He's soy. He's also MAGA. Manel Cap, we're going to go True Chad here from Manel Cap, the best flyweight in the world. Based? Yeah, he said that on the mic. He's based. Is what a chud would say. Anyways, but we're going to go Manel Cap in the True Chad tier. He's awesome. Manel Cap's awesome. He might be on a little bit of that juice right now based on, you know, recent fights, but we don't mind because he ain't Izzy. He's Manel Cap. Kevin Vallejos, we're going to go Kevin Vallejos in the True Chad. We are going to break into the top 5, and we are going to win a belt. Now, I don't know if he's going to win a belt, but true Argentinian, Kevin Vallejos is awesome, and I would love to see him fight Gene Silva again. I would be so anticipated for that. Khalil Roundtree, we're going to go Khalil in fucking Giga Chud. Yeah, this guy's a chud. He's been doing all the training with Hamza, and I respect him trying to improve the grappling and cardio, hopefully, but there's so many things on this guy. One, satanic cult. He's always like crying and complaining. He's like a little bit salty sometimes. He's just letting the middleweight Hamzat manhandle him around like a little brother. It's like, bro, you're like 5 years older than the guy and you're letting this happen. Like, the freaking, I mean, the cuckery is crazy. That's how I define it. So we're going to go Khalil Roundtree in the Giga Chud tier. All right, Hamzat Chimaev. We're going to go Hamzat in the True Chud just based on the DDP performance and him having low impulse control. Yeah, he had a lot of fun fights to start off, but, you know, it's been downhill, super inactive. Just a weird guy. Kyler Phillips. We're going to go Kyler Phillips I don't know if he's even ranked anymore. We're going to go True Chud for Kyler Phillips because he sucks. No cardio, 1 round of cardio. He's good on the feet for a round and then he loses it, and he's not really that good of a grappler. So we're going to go True Chud here for Kyler Phillips, and he used to be on the juice. Tom Aspinall, we're going to go True Chad. Everybody hates him because you got eye poked. Nope, this guy is probably the most skilled heavyweight of all time. Probably the most dangerous man to ever grace planet Earth. Not pound for pound, but because he is a heavyweight, that is the truth. Yeah, you guys will see in the rematch with... well, I guess it's not going to be a rematch with Gon because Pereira is going to win. I didn't even think about that. Pereira is probably going to win, so we're going to see Aspinall versus Pereira. So yeah, we'll see. Kyoji Horiguchi, I might chud a little bit. I really like Kyoji, but he is getting overrated at the moment, like supremely. Everyone's saying he's going to beat Manel Cap. Like 70% of people are picking him, or 65. And it's like, bro, his whole career is like fraudulent legacy-wise. Like, he's beaten nobody. So, and yeah, Amir Albazi's a nobody. Yes. What's his win on the... Who did he beat? He beat Sergio Pettis. Isn't he 1-1 with Pettis or something? Like, who cares, bro? He did nothing. I might chud a little bit. Leon Edwards, I might chud a little bit. I like Leon, but he just keeps getting finished. Lerone Murphy, I might chud a little bit. Now, I do think he got robbed against Movzar. I thought you won that fight, but you are a chud a little bit. I mean, there's not too much to say here. I can't really analyze this. Lerone is not too open to the public. So we're going to go, I might chud a little bit for Lerone. Loner Kavanagh, I might chud a little. Don't know too much about the guy yet. He beat Moreno on short notice. That's kind of Chad activity, but I just need to see a little bit more. Magomed. We're going to go Magomed in the True Chud. This guy's just a chud. Look at him. Now we got Manel Torres. I might chud a little bit. Rakic. True Serb. I'm going to go Rakic. I would love to put him True Chad, but he just can't stop losing. What happened, man? You're the most potential ridden fucking light heavyweight of all time and gone in an instant. So we're going to go Rakic in the I might chud a little bit. Just cannot stop losing. David Onama. I'm going to put Onama in True Chud just because of a specific instance that I saw that probably 95% of you didn't see. On the fight night in Seattle, they showed him on the crowd cam, and he's wearing sunglasses. He's standing up. He's like doing one of these. Bro, what is your fucking ego? Who the fuck are you? You robbed Giga for a ranked spot. You've lost multiple times in the UFC. You're not good at all. And you got slept on around by Garcia. This guy is awful. And he's like doing this in the camera. It's like, bro, there's like 3 people that know you. I literally have more motion on TikTok than you do on every social media platform combined. Like, who are you? You're a chud. Volk, Giga Chad. Yep, Natty Goat. Yes, he's the Natty Goat. Yes, he beat Islam. Yes, he took that short notice fight like a warrior. We're going to go Giga Chad for Volk. Tybora. I guess we should replace him with Fortune now. Yeah, we're going to go... I might chud a little bit here for... No, I'm going to put him True Chud. How did you lose to that guy? Come on. What the fuck happened? Spivak ran right through him. I like him. He's Polish, but we're going to go True Chud for Tybora. And he's fat. You got to lose some weight, dude. Mario Batista. He used to be Giga Chud, but now he's True Chud, I guess, because he had moments against Umar, respect, and he went out there and annihilated Vinicius, respect. So we're gonna go True Chud for him. The Aldo Batista, maybe not, but and also before the Aldo fight, he had a lot of decent fights as well. Damon Blackshear, arguably a robbery, by the way. Ricky Simone, he was jumping over leg kicks and shit. So we're gonna go True Chud for Mario. Chito Vera is absolutely 100% a Giga Chud. He's based. He said a slur or something. It's like, okay, who cares? We're going to go Chito Vera in the Giga Chud. This guy just accepts himself getting his ass beat. He's literally God-gifted with physical abilities like a granite chin, lack of scar tissue, and immense power. And he just threw it all in the garbage because he wants to fight like an idiot and he has no skills. He has no motivation to train. I bet you he trains like every other day. Like 2 hours a day. Like, this guy doesn't do anything. No wrestling, no striking, no wrestling. Like, what do you even do? Mateusz Gamrot, True Chad. I know he's a grappler and he's had some stinkers. Like, Klein fight was not too entertaining, but he does that shit. He took the Charles fight on short notice. He's a cool guy. He went to war with Hooker and he won that fight, by the way. He won that first round. That's a robbery. So, yeah, we're going to go True Chad for Mateusz Gamrot. Rufy. I might chud a little bit. He trains at Fighting Nerds. Max Holloway, I might chud a little bit. That Charles fight was embarrassing. So embarrassing. I might chud a little bit. Marab, I might chud a little bit. I like Marab, but the skits are gay, and you've had some stinkers, and you're chopped, and you got owned by Jan. Michael Chandler, oh my gosh. Michael Chandler is Giga Chud. Giga Chud emailed his wife for years. I mentioned this in the LARP tier list, right? Emailed his wife for years. Just so she would get with him while she was hooking up with other guys. And then it's like, okay, now time to start a family. And they adopt. So we're going to go Giga Chud for Michael Chandler here. Umar. True Chud. Bro, you did not break your hand against Marab. You get outclassed. Yeah, you're Chud. Michael Venom Page. I have to put him in True Chud because of the Sam Patterson fight. Literally, like, people talk about worst fights in UFC history, and this is not recency bias, but that truly was. I've been watching for quite a portion of time, and I've watched back before I even started. That was worse than Lewis versus Ngannou. That truly was worse than Izzy versus Romero. People say Izzy Romero had big moments. Romero had big moments in round 1 and 2. Big moments in round 5. 3 and 4 were dull as fuck, but they were still higher output. Even 3 and 4, the most boring rounds of the fight, were higher output than that MVP Patterson fight. So we're going to go MVP and True Chud. That was literally probably the most boring male fight of all time. There's been some, Esparza versus Namajunas was worse. Mick Parkin, I might chud a little bit. No, we're going True Chud. You effectively got outstruck by Tybura. That's just humiliatingly disgusting. And also, you're fat, so maybe lose some weight. Montel Jackson, I might chud a little bit. How did you lose to the corpse of Figgy? Diego Lopez, True Chad. Yeah, Lopez is a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's a warrior, man. Brandon Moreno, I might chud a little bit. Prime Moreno was cool, but now it's like, what the fuck's going on? You can't defend a takedown against Tyra. You can't outstrike Loner Kavanagh. Now you have to clinch smudge. You got to clinch smudge in front of your home country. Yeah, we're going to go I might chud a little bit for Moreno. Michael Morales, we're going to go Michael Morales in True Chud. He recently got effectively height-mogged by Ilia Topuria. He ontologically got height-mogged by Ilia Topuria. We're going to go True Chud here for Michael Morales, and he does the zesty dance. Evloev robbed Lerone, and he's 1 and 2 in his last 3. He robbed Allen as well, and his haircut is chopped, and he's a manipulator. He manipulates little girls. So we're going to go True Chud for Movsar Evloev. Mavov, we're going to go, I might chud a little bit. He just fouls a lot, but he is a fun fighter, and he did get robbed of a title shot. Nikita Krylov, I might chud a little bit. Okay, I'm getting tired now. Maybe I should have not done every ranked fighter. Is this video going to be like 50 minutes long? Oh, it's going to hurt to edit. Okay, please just watch the whole thing and make sure you guys subscribe. I'm almost at 1K. Please, if you're still watching. Patty Pimblett, we're going to go, I might chud a little bit. Yeah, he went to war with Gaethje, but he robbed Jared Gordon, and he coped about it right after. Fight of the night. Shut up. Also, take your career seriously. Stop eating goy slop all the time. We're going to go I might chud a little bit for Patty. Pitbull. We're going to go Pitbull in I might chud a little. Why are you here, bro? You're never going to win a belt. You're never going to break the top 5. You suck. You're going to lose to Pico. Paulo Costa, True Chad. He's got the looks of a Chad. He's got the Twitter of a Chad. He doesn't really have the fights of a Chad. You lost to Marvin Vittori. You lost to, you had competitive moments with Luke Rockhold. So we're going to go Paulo Costa and True Chad. Secret Juice. Payne Talbot, we're going to go, I might chud a little. No, we're going to go True Chud because he's Zest King. Piotr Jan, Giga Chad. Most skilled fighter, Fuikin Evil. And he beat Marab, and he's a freaking Giga Chad, Orthodox Giga Chad. I'm getting tired. I'm losing it. Why am I doing this mid-video? I should be professional. This is a formal video, of course. This is very formal. Fazeev, True Chad. Listen, I know he got slept by Roofy, and I know he has no fight IQ to shoot takedowns, even though he should have. But we're going to go Fazeev in True Chad because Fazeev's awesome, and he got robbed against Gaethje in the first fight. RDR, I might chud a little. Actually, no, we're going to go True Chud. No cardio. Embarrassingly bad. We're going to go True Chud for RDR. Hinata Moicano fighting this weekend against Chris Duncan. I'm going to go Hanato Moicano in the true chat tier because he is very funny and he's based. Rob Font, we're going Rob Font in the true chud tier because you've been doing this for 15 years and you still have no grappling, like at all. I know Rosas is a good grappler, but he's not a good wrestler. He's a mediocre wrestler, and he took you down like it was nothing. Cory Sandhagen taking you down with a torn like armpit or some shit, like it's nothing. Like what the fuck are you? Are you a fighter? Or you take this shit seriously? And he's in New England. Pull up, bro. I'll out wrestle this guy. I've done it before. Robert Whitaker. True Chad. Whitaker's awesome, bro. Roman Dolidze. We're going to Roman Dolidze in a chud tier because he's a chud. Because he sucks. Bro, you lost to Vettori. Like, if you're losing to Vettori at 286, like, you're a freaking chud. You're a friggin' chud. Brandon Royval, I might chud a little bit. I really like Royval. You know, he took 2 rounds off of Pantoja in the rematch, rounds 4 and 5. That's very impressive after getting dominated in the grappling. And he's had a lot of fun fight against Van, but actually, no, I'm going to put True Chat for Royval. I really like Royval. I like what he said about not fighting on the White House card. We need more fighters saying that, you know, that's just like a freaking Oy vey rally. So we're going to go Brandon Royval in the True Chad. Fun fights all the time. I know he got slept by Manel, but still. And he beat Moreno, dude. That was pretty boring, though. Sean Brady. We're going to go Sean Brady, and I might chud a little bit because I don't know why. Because he's going to lose to Buckley. And he also, no, actually, I have reasoning. The performance against Morales is pathetic. You should have gone out fucking trying because this guy didn't shoot a takedown until he got hurt. No fight IQ, back foot striking against Morales for 90 seconds. Yeah, that's going to work out well. It doesn't shoot a takedown. Doesn't shoot a takedown until he gets hurt. Like, are you serious? What is this, Curtis Blades? Sean O'Malley, we're unfortunately have to go chud here for O'Malley. You know, he used to be Giga Chud. He's kind of evolved since, but the past cuckery is just not it. You know, letting the wife do the whatever, letting yourself do the whatever, doing the you know what, the weed. I'll just say it, just doing the weed every day. I guess you've kind of stopped. No, you're back on it, I think. So we're going to Sean O'Malley in the I might chud a little. I'm sorry, he should be in the true chud tier. True chud for Sean O'Malley. Spivak, I might chud a little. I don't know. Shamil. We're going to go true chat here for Shamil. Yeah, because he's got a belly. Because it truly makes an exceptional fighter that they only eat goy slop and they're still top 15 material. This guy's getting KOs left and right. He's also getting KO'd left and right. But we're going to go true chat for Shamil Gaziv because he literally has a 100% KFC diet and he still manages to be that good. The potential is limitless on this guy. He's just restricting himself because he likes a bite to eat. Song Yadong, we're going to go Song Yadong in the, I might chud a little. I'll go True Chad for Song Yadong. He's a very fun fighter, cool guy every single time. We're going to go True Chad, never gives up. Steve Urseg, I'm going to go I might chud a little bit. Now, the Urseg that beat Pantoja, yes, he beat Pantoja at UFC 301, rounds 2, 4, and 5. Arguably the third as well. He would have been True Chad, but what the fuck happened, dude? Lost to Moreno, lost to Kaikar Fritz, almost lost to Ode. You know, lost to everybody. So it's over for Urseg. And he's fighting Tim Elliott. I think he's going to win that fight. But after that, I don't know if he's going to win again. Steve Garcia. We're going to go Garcia in the Giga Chad. Now, I know he's MAGA, which is a big issue. Holy brainwash. Holy brainwash. It ain't 2016 anymore. But we're going to go Steve Garcia in the Giga Chad tier. Because Steve Garcia is the best, most skilled featherweight of all time. I know that nobody agrees with me, but you will see in due time when he annihilates Diego Lopez and then wins the belt. You guys will see. He's the most skilled featherweight I've ever seen besides Ilia Topuria. Maybe Prime Volk, that's still debatable. He's good at everything, he's elite at everything besides the offensive wrestling and defensive wrestling. He's just really good at those things. But other than that, he's freaking insane. Hits like a truck, great chin. I know you guys got slept 8 fights ago. No, he's a great chin. He has a great chin. Tagir, we're going to go Chud because his parents are cousins, I'm pretty sure. Tai Tuivasa is just a fucking Giga Chud. I got to go all the way up this list. He's a Giga Chud. Take your career seriously. You got the jiu-jitsu back tattoo. You have no grappling. You're fat. Tatsuro Taira, we're going to go True Chad for Taira because he's cool and he's going to beat Van and save the flyweight division. Taliesin Teixeira is, I might chud a little because he was supposed to be our heavyweight prospect and he just sucks ass. He lost to Derek Lewis. Tim Elliott, we're going to go Tim Elliott, True Chad, because he has a cool beard. And he beat Kai Sakura, underdog win. Walter Walker, true Chad, because he just goes out there, you know what he's going to do. Holy belch, excuse me. And he just fucking does it. Heel hook, heel hook, heel hook. So yeah, we're going to go Walter Walker and true Chad. Very funny guy as well. Vinicius Oliveira, we're going to go true Chud here for Vinicius Oliveira. This guy's the worst bantamweight of all time. Who knows how he got into the rankings? He has no skill at all. And then he had the audacity to call out, was it Diego Lopez after he lost to Batista? Holy. Volkan Ozdemir. I might chud a little. I like Ozdemir, but there's not too much to him. Waldo is going in the... I might chud a little bit. You guys remember when he was fighting Arlovsky and just mocking him over and over while he was like arguably losing the fight? That was chud activity, but he's been going crazy since, beating everybody besides Pavlovich. But we're going to go, I might chud a little bit for Waldo, true Dominican Poppy. Yair is a giga chud. Like, fucking fight already, you crybaby rag. Remember when Ilya called him a rag? Remember when he called him a rag? That was awesome. Because he is. He's a rag. He sucks. He's a dirt. Well, okay. That's not what I meant. I meant like a dirty rag, like you use like a rag to like clean a... Okay, I was about to say dirty. That's not what I meant. Pause. That's not what I meant. He's very fun to watch, and I do acknowledge him as one of the most skilled strikers of all time, and very close fight with Holloway, and beat Josh Emmett and beat TKZ barely, beat Edgar. Or no, he lost Edgar. We're gonna go here in the Giga Chud tier because he doesn't fight and he's a baby. He's no wrestling. Eustace Alal, we're going to go I might chud a little bit. Not too much to say here. He's on a consistent winning streak. Great comeback in his career, but if you watched him on the post or the pre-weigh-in show, very annoying to listen to. His laugh is just unbearable. And finally, Zhang Ming Yang, we're going to go I might chud a little bit because you can't defend leg kicks and you lost to Johnny Walker in home territory. So that is the list. This might be one of my longest. This is going to be my longest video. I am exhausted. I didn't know it was going to be this long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. Drop a like, and see you guys next time.